Hey guys, Bearded Viking Gamer here, and today I got just a small pickups collection that I've got here this last little week, and then what I want to show for the majority of the video here is my mom had called and said she had found some stuff for me, and stuff that was mine from when I was younger. So I have some of this stuff in a bag here, and I didn't fully go through all of it, but some of it I did just take a peek at. So I want to share some of that with you here. Some of it is gaming stuff, some of it's collectible stuff that I was into then. It's just pretty cool, so let's take a look at it. Okay, so the first things first here. I went with Sean. We were going to do a little pickups video for this week here, and there's a little place here in town. It's called Bookman's. And we visit it every once in a while. We go in there and take a look at some stuff. And I was able to find the Xbox 360 Prey. This was a cool one where the aliens pick you up and you got to kind of basically learn their technology and shoot back at them. It's a first-person shooter. I enjoyed it on the PC way back in the day. I used to play it. So here was another one. Here, this was for the Game Boy. This was... I don't even know how to say it. Heineke Alien or something. I don't know, for the Game Boy. Don't know quite out there, but there it is. Here was one that I did want. Here, this was Mortal Kombat 2 for the Game Boy. Oh, sorry, it's in this little sleeve here, but I don't know if you can see through that plastic, but there it is. Alright, and then there was two NES games in there. This was a Bookman's. And this one was $6.50, Marble Madness, of course, on the NES. Man, it's freaking awesome. Then, so much fun right there. And then another one here. This was one I used to have when I was little, and I didn't have it anymore. So when I peeked in the bag of stuff that came from my mom's house, I saw that and I went, "Ooh, I'm gonna pick this up for the channel too." This is Solstice. Okay, I used to have this when I was younger. So, and the best part about that is my buddy Sean goes through the register and he's buying his stuff. And then I'm next in line and boom, I'm a Bookman's winner and I get everything for free. So I just lucked out. It's freaking awesome. Can't complain. Alright, now we're going to move on to the stuff here. We're going to move on to some of the stuff here that, well here, actually before that I'll show you this. So my mom was able to find this at a thrift store. And this is the strategy guide, full like collector's strategy guide for Final Fantasy 12. And it opens up here on the side, and there is so much stuff in here. Hang on. Without me letting this fall. There's maps and oh my god, there's so much stuff everywhere. Look at this. Full on books. I don't know if you guys can see some of this in here, but full on strategy guide books. Another, this is all artwork. Here, let's see if I can turn this thing around here for you. There we go. We got a full-on artwork book. Freaking awesome looking, man. And then, of course, this big, huge, thick book over here is the full strategy guide. But she found this in here, and then this. I wasn't sure what this was, but this looks like. Let's open it up here. Oh man, there's a lot of them. Okay, on the back it's a map. Hang on a second, I don't want to rip this. Oh my goodness. Let's see. So on the front is a map, a full map of the place. And then on the back it looks like it's all the magic stuff, if I'm not mistaken. But a whole tree of it. This is what I miss, man. I miss companies doing this kind of stuff for the gaming things. I mean, yeah, you can always go on your phone nowadays and look at stuff, but this stuff was awesome. I mean, having all this, being able to just look at it, have it out in front of the table as you're playing back in the day, and these companies aren't around anymore. So these are really fun to look at. I love looking at this type of stuff, and to include a whole art book. Are you kidding? That's super cool. All right, and then let's see here. So let's go through some of this back here. Now this is some of the stuff now that my mom had found, and she says this is some of the stuff here. I'll go through this first bag here, a little army bag, and I do remember this. When I was opening it up over at her house, I don't remember putting all this stuff in here, but super cool. And I saw this, and then I knew what it was once I saw this. So this is another army cloth piece, right? Well, it was taped in here. Let me show you what it is here. I was freaking huge Rambo fan. This was my Rambo. It has his dagger, or it has his knife, his whole pouch. Even on the side pouch, he has his little things you throw in his fist to just jab into people's jugulars and crap. Freaking awesome. But there's his little ammo belt. Freaking Rambo from back. Goddamn, what the hell's the year on this? Let's see if I can read it off of his leg. I think it's 86? I can't read that. 85. 1085, I think that's what that says. Man, I had so much fun with those things. And then in here was some more of his stuff. Let's see. Here was a little, oh man, this is some of the rest of them in here with their rocket launchers and things. Just little stuff in here. Stuff that to me, was important, obviously enough to where I kept it. Piece of his bazooka here. What else is in here? Here's his machine gun. Oh man. I used to play with all this all the damn time too. Here's one of the rockets for his rocket launcher. Simple stuff back then, man. This is I don't know, it's a mini machine gun from one of maybe a G.I. Joe or something, I don't know. I think that's all in the bag. This is his Rambo card. This is John J. Rambo. There's this full-on card I kept. Man, was I into it. It's the T-knife, that's what it is. That thing I showed you, that was in his waist pack. It's his T-knife. But yeah, this whole piece is the dressing that you wrap around him. And if you remember in the first movie, he finds it in that truck and he rips the lining and the blanket and stuff out of there and makes himself something to stay warm with. So that's what that is. Let's put this thing back in here. But yeah, I was super excited to see this in here. God, I hadn't seen this almost 30 years. It's crazy. It's crazy that I had loved it enough to set it aside. Alright. So in this bag of goodies here were some NES instruction manuals. And it's crazy because some of these games were like roller games. This one's kind of beat up a little bit, but this is my roller games, man. I used to play the hell out of roller games on the NES. Man, just crazy. Here's another one. Oh man, when I saw this one, I was like, yes! Well, this is freaking awesome because I love this game. This is one of my favorite NES games anyways. But this is Crystallis, my instruction manual from there when I was younger. Look at the freaking armor. It's so damn cool, man. Just going right into battle. It's freaking awesome. Alright, this is the one. When I saw this, I was like, I'm going to pick the damn game out since I don't have the game anymore. But this was my original Solstice manual. It's kind of crazy. I had kind of stuff scattered everywhere. I picked up that Solstice at Bookman's so I can have it with the instruction manual now. But like even my Mario Brothers 3, I kept that in a completely different area. I don't know why I did that as a kid, where I had game stuff stashed. I'm sure I have way more stuff at the house, at my original house, than I realize. Because since then I've found 2 Master System controllers, which I would never sell the system without any controllers. So I probably got a Master System sitting at the house. My original Master System is probably still sitting over there. Just gotta find the stuff, man. Here we go. This is the front had been taken off, but this is, I believe, this is number 2. So this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, but the front piece looks like it's missing. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. No, it is. Yeah. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, but it doesn't look like I have the front piece for it. Unless that is how it comes. I don't think that is, though. Because here's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 instruction manual. And here's some little cool thing. This is this was The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Top secrets, man. This is the kind of stuff they did give you back there, and you got stuff from the Dark World and hints about the game. This is all kind of stuff that they'd give you back there, because back then, if you were stuck in a game, you had to call the Nintendo hotline and talk to some people that were flipping through books trying to help you through the games. That's just how it was back then. There was no internet like that. Yeah, something small here, all about baseball card collecting. Well, I kept that in there. Let's see here. What is this? So this is an Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. This is the Tenjin copy, but this is the instruction. Indiana Jones back then. Man, jumping through the mines on that first part. Here is a ticket stub. Man, I kept the weirdest stuff. A ticket stub from Terminator 2. God, how much was it back then? Let's see. $3. That's still... It was probably a nicer theater, because I remember dollar movie theaters. So, yeah, this is some sort of a G.I. Joe comics. Little G.I. Joe stuff back then. Let's see. Oh, hell yeah. I remember this. I used to hang this on my back door. So my brother used to do the same thing. And, you know, it's kind of crazy. You follow in the footsteps and you do a lot of that same stuff. I used to hang this on my back door, and I remember my brother having stuff like this on his back door. But this is the Hyrule map for Link to the Past. And I love this. This is one of my favorite Zelda games of all time. And then on the back of it has some dungeons. And man, it was awesome. That's cool. They even have it labeled the Master Sword and where to find it up in the woods up there. It's freaking cool, man. It's so cool having this. I might have to frame this and put this in the room here somewhere. It's freaking awesome. Alright, let's see. Oh man, back when I was let's see here. There's another. Oh, yeah, I remember this. It still has tape from when I have taped it on the damn door, but oh, I gotta be careful. I don't want to rip this sucker. So, shit. So this is, on the back part is Iron Sword. This is from a Nintendo Power. But this is the reason why I had kept it there, was because this game was Willow. And I don't know if you guys ever played Willow on the NES, but there is the full-on map inside the caves and stuff. Man, that cave that you could get lost in. Freaking cool. Man, I can't believe they kept all this stuff. What else is in here? There's a couple baseball cards. Frank DePino from the Cubs. Kept him in there for something. Let's see here. Here was a store that's not around anymore. Back when I was a little kid, man, Spy Headquarters. God, you'd be a freaking creepo now if this was still around and you went in there, man. People would look at you all crazy. But this place had some of the craziest little gadgets for when you were a little kid, man. You could do all kinds of stuff. I mean, obviously it was way out of the price range for things, but it was a place here this was in Arizona. This is Phoenix, Arizona, but this was Spy Headquarters. And this is the pamphlet of some of the stuff that they'd carry around. To me, I kept it because I always loved that store. It was cool when I was little, going in there, seeing radio transmitters stuff, not even knowing how this stuff worked. But it was just cool that, hey, you know, this is stuff that you can pick up, microphones and things. Cool. Yeah, look at, they have main surveillance, and I don't know what this disguised AC wall outlet transmitter kit. I mean, just crazy stuff. And there's a little picture of the shop, what it looked like back in the day. But yeah, that place isn't around no more. Let's see here. Any more stuff in here? That's a little book here. I don't know. This is Vince Coleman, St. Louis Cardinals. I don't know. This is Oral Hershiser, the Dodgers. I collected a whole bunch of stuff. I have a ton of basketball. I was a huge Michael Jordan fan, so a ton of basketball stuff. Baseball was my secondary thing. I just wasn't huge into it like that. And ever since then, I haven't just been into sports really at all. But back in the 90s and then later and earlier than that, I was huge into that stuff. Here's a comic book that I had kept in there. This is Batman: The New Adventures. Cool. What else we got in here? Another Batman: The New Adventures book. 75 cents. This is August of '87. Batman: The New Adventures. Cool. Man, you can just tell. What the hell year was this? This was '84. This is 6 from Sirius. Gosh, look at that artwork. Dude. Oh, man. Yeah. You can tell it's just older. Here's another one from him. This is number 1. This is issue number 1. 6 from Sirius. Oh man, a couple Mad magazines. Man, why? I kept all this in the weirdest spot. Like, why would I do that? A couple Mad magazines, man. Spy versus Spy, all that stuff. Here we go. This is another Mad magazine with making fun of the California raisins on there. And oh man, this was Who Framed Roger Rabbit, making fun of that. This is another Mad magazine. Oh man, look at the Decision of 1988. Oh man. Alright, let's see. Another Mad magazine. Jeez. Comment down below, guys, if you guys remember, if you guys ever reading any of this Mad magazine stuff. Of course, the crossouts. Man. Oh, hell yeah, this one's cool. Freaking Mad magazine, but it was Gremlins. Shit, yeah, that's cool, man. Alright, and I think we're down to just something. This was must have been my calendar, yep. It's a 1989 calendar. The California Raisins. Oh my god. So cheeseball now. You look at it, jeez, man. But yeah, that's what I got for you. That's the stuff I got from my mom's house. I'm sure I'm going to keep finding stuff in there. And if I do come across game systems and stuff like that, for sure I'll do a video on it. That's what I picked up here. The small little pickup's super cool that I got that for free. But it's crazy seeing this stuff after 30-something years and you just don't really see it. You just don't see this stuff anymore. It's freaking awesome. I'm going to try to see if I can get a frame and stuff for this Willow and the Zelda things. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you guys next week.